wake up and go and get it, you winning. You tryna double your digits, you winning. You put hot sauce on your chicken, you winning. You winning. Winning, 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 winning. I'm from the trenches, I'm living, I'm winning. I wake up and go and get it, I'm winning. I'm tryna double my digits, I'm winning. I put hot sauce on my chicken, I'm winning. I'm from the trenches, I made it. That's crazy, it was so dangerous, but I wasn't scared and I wasn't hating. I was just dreaming, like with the laser. Tax on the bag, you know he gon' take it. Then link with the bros in grandmama's basement, see what we made. He play with us, next time you see him, gon' be at his grave.
Hey! Hallelujah, all my New South Empire and wonderful and fantastic fun family of winners. That's right. It's your winner. If it's you, Sergio Fevers Huff. I got some dynamic women for my guest today. That's right. I got Miss Yesse Rodriguez, actress, model, entrepreneur extraordinaire, and also Latoya Lorraine Manning, actress, model, entrepreneur extraordinaire. Glad to have you, ladies.
Thank you.
That's
Thanks
right.
for having me.
You're very, very welcome. You know, y'all got a lot of stuff coming up. Y'all have done and accomplished a lot of things. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all guys a clip of some work. We couldn't get Toya's clips in time, but let's show a clip of some work that Yesse did, and also her website, and also the Toya's website out of the way so y'all can see who we are working with.
I'm sick and tired of you being 2 hours late all the time.
Yo,
what's wrong with you?
Sorry, boo.
What the sorry what?
I'm here. I'm
yeah, 2 hours late. We got to.
What do you mean we pay attention to the road?
Shut up! Drinking with your friends
just pay attention. Pay attention to the road.
Shut
You're
up.
driving.
What? I can't be doing this.
Pay attention.
What happened, Audrey? And tell me the truth. What happened? Just let me go, please. Just let me go. No. I'm sorry.
Stop saying that.
Consulting with her defense attorney, Kirk Nermi, Jody's version of events evolves.
In June of 2000, the Arias abandons the whole story of the masked intruders. Never happened. Now she admits that she was at Travis Alexander's, and not only that, she did kill him. But she says it was all done in self-defense.
But soon, Jody reveals stunning allegations that cast the victim in a harsh new light.
Seriously?
I'm not gonna tell you again.
You're not gonna tell me?
Sir, is that even necessary?
What's the driver?
What the hell are you trying to start here?
Okay, ma'am. I need you to step out of the vehicle, please.
Are you detaining me?
Ma'am, for your safety and mine, I need you to get out of the vehicle right now.
Hey, don't speak to my wife like that.
Hey, will you control your suspect?
Suspect? What the hell?
Get your ass.
Hey, wait a fucking minute.
You're off of me, you're hurting.
So get back in the vehicle right now.
Oh, thank you for having me over. I love what you've done with the place.
Mayhem! You cooked all of this? Stop. Girl, I should have you come live with me. Wow.
Oh, Terry, this is my husband, Chris. But I think at the time we were dating.
Yes, yeah. Nice to see you again. When Lena told me you were home, I told her I just had to come by.
We got toast the room. Toast. 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 Toast.
I mean, would it kill you to say something nice about me?
You want a toast?
Yes.
All right, give me my water.
Here. I've never gotten him to do anything.
To my brother-in-law.
That's me.
Benjamin Barber. He's 5'4", gonna marry my sister. Just graduated from the academy.
Not doing anything but stating facts.
Mom,
What's going on? Mommy, why are we running? Why are people dying? Mom, are we going to die?
Think fe, bebé. We're gonna be just fine, okay? Papito Dios is with us. Nothing's gonna happen to us. Okay?
Wait! Who are you? What do you want?
You want to save your son? We don't have time for this. Come on.
Yay! And you know what? So my producer, we're gonna save those websites for like toward the end when I could have them talk about what we got left. Okay. But anyway, yeah, that is so good. That is so good. I'm so proud of you, Yesse. And
Thank you.
yes, and I even had a chance to do some acting with you in the judgment too. You know, you did.
Yep.
You brought it out of that young man too. I seen how you brought that out of that little young boy in the judgment. Cause that was his first time too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It
And
was, yes,
you
and he
can't
did
tell
an amazing job.
you are very multi-talented. And I'm getting to you, Toya. You ain't getting away with it. All right. Yeah, I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. Okay. But how was it working with Kevin Hart in the Ice Field? How was that?
You know what? It was a lot of fun. They are real cool people. They're really laid back. Well, let me take that back. Cube is laid back. Kevin is just as funny as you see him on TV. He is short in real life. He's a little shorter than me, but that didn't take away from his big personality. He was making everyone laugh. Ken Jeong was really cool too. I learned that he worked at Duke, I believe, and he was a Duke provider a while ago, many, many years ago, and then he became a full-time actor. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Being on those big sets, you really learn a lot from what happens behind the scenes. And so it was a good opportunity for me to really learn the dynamics of what a bigger budgeted production and what it all encompasses. So yeah.
Yeah, I am very proud to call you my sister in love. You know, you and Rashid have been my friend for many years, and it's gonna stay that way. I'm very proud of you guys. Toya, me and my producer and myself, Sean Starks, were really perturbed because for some reason it kept glitching and we couldn't pull it up. We was trying to pull up a couple of scenes because you remember I had to shoot you in a 20 band because you getting too close. You supposed to be my high guard, and you trying to find out about the money and everything. So yeah. So you getting too close, and I've come to find out you was the DEA, so I had to burn your ass. But anyway, you did a good job with your acting in that. And then me and you also, you and I were also in "Kiss the Sky" by Michael Bowie.
Yes,
and you did a great job in that, though. So you got away right I hear your chinny chin chin. You know what I'm saying? With your reel, but we're gonna work on that though later on. Anyway, you ladies are not only actresses, you're also models and entrepreneurs, and y'all got a lot going on. Like I said, later on towards the end, when I give you guys an opportunity to talk about your upcoming and past endeavors and what you're doing presently, we're gonna give show your website, okay? But my question is, this is to both of y'all. What did you do first? I'm gonna start with you, Toya. What did you do first? Did you model, act, or start your own business first? What did you do first?
Modeling was first. So I was modeling young. I had a love for it around 13. I joined the agency, John Casablanca, which is in Raleigh. And I did a few casting calls, but nothing major. Just consistently the past 3 years.
Okay, so you did the modeling first.
Right.
Then the acting?
Yes. Which is the past 3 years I started doing modeling and acting.
Right. And then you started Fashion Speaks.
So Fashion Speaks was originally created in 2014. I actually did not go forward with a lot of things until 2018.
Okay. So actually, business first, then the modeling, then the acting.
Correct.
Okay. And then you also had this other business too, iWorks, right?
Yes, which is a skincare solution business that I do.
Right. Where you're a licensed esthetician, correct?
I'm a licensed esthetician as well as a massage therapist. So I combine services dealing with the skin and the muscles, tissues in conjunction together.
And she's great too. Look at that. See that? Man, I'm saying, got my skin looking really good. She's awesome for real. Got me looking like I'm 31, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm 62. I feel like I'm 31 anyway. All right, so what about you, Yesse? Well, in what order did it fall in place for you?
I would say because I started my acting at age 11, that was definitely my first passion with my acting. I started modeling at 14, and then as I grew older and understood the dynamics of businesses, in my mid to late 20s is when I started the businesses that I do have. So yeah, so acting, modeling, businesses.
You know, that's what I'm doing with my daughter. Oh, matter of fact, y'all about to get me in trouble. Y'all got me so mesmerized. I did get permission from my pretty, perfect, praying, precious, priceless, preserved princess daughter, lovely legacy to do this podcast. I don't do nothing without getting her permission first. Okay? Y'all
Oh.
about to get me in trouble. There she is, right up there. Y'all see her? Everywhere I go, she's with me. Anyway, yeah, so and I got her on track too right now. She is she's already walking in heels a little bit, you know. She's trying to do that. She's learned the angry face, the sad face. She's always happy, so that's easy. She mimics everything. So I'm getting her started, you know. I'm gonna need y'all help. Y'all are great coaches. She has a great her godmother is Jeanette Boyd, so she has a great coach. Y'all know her. She's in our family.
Mhm. Mhm.
So man, you know, and she loves y'all. She calls y'all auntie. Y'all know how to do it, you know. Anyway, so like you said, it's an order of things, and you have to take each one of them seriously. And
I believe
It did. It
you have
did.
to do work on each individual. You have to work on each one of them individually. But how long? How long? You said 11. You said you started. Yes, you said you started modeling. You started
14.
acting or modeling at 11.
11 was acting.
Acting.
Hmm.
Okay, so let's break this down. How long have you been an entrepreneur, Yesse?
So I would say over 10 years now.
How long have you
I don't
been an
want to, I don't want to
entrepreneur?
say too long without revealing my age because I want people to, find it mysterious.
Oh, we already know you 22. We already know you 22.
Good
How long have
answer.
how, how long have you been an entrepreneur?
about 6 years.
6 years. Okay, so we
Yes.
have a combination of what 16 years of entrepreneurship. Okay. How long have you been a model? Yesse?
I've been modeling since I was age 14, so
14.
I would say 20 plus years.
20 plus years. So you're 34. Okay. All right, all right. And you said
I
you've
know
been modeling.
you're trying to add up my age, huh? You're trying to add up my age, huh?
How long have you been modeling, Toya?
So
Oh, but hold on. The math is not mathing. 2014, you started modeling. Yeah, through an agency. Okay. All right. I'll let you slide with that one. Now,
Sergio, you're
you
funny.
you started acting. How long have you been acting, Yesse?
Since I was 11, so a
A
long time. A
long,
long
long
time.
time. Long
Oh,
time.
20, no, a long time.
You started acting when? When did you start acting, Toya? Okay. Now, out of those three things, Toya, out of those three things, which one do you enjoy the most? Acting, the modeling, or being an entrepreneur? Which one do you enjoy the most?
I mean, I like running things, you know. I like I think when it comes to um, I pretty much think about
Okay. Now, I almost forgot. Yes, you're also a director and producer.
I am, yeah, yeah.
Right, right. Because
Mhm.
you co-directed and co-produced The Judgment. Am
Right,
I correct?
right. And I
Right.
have
Okay.
more projects coming up that I'll be working on as well, where I'll be producing and directing.
And I so look forward to that Judgment because that is deep, pertinent, and very realistic.
Oh
Very,
yes, oh yes.
yeah.
And
And
yet, so eventually the goal is to release it, but a lot of film festivals require it to be non-released, which is why it's taking a little longer for the
right,
release,
right.
because I want to give it the opportunity that it deserves to go
Correct,
worldwide with
correct,
different viewership. So yeah.
correct, correct. Yeah. And I learned that from Michael Lee Bowie. He told me that too. Yes, yes.
Hmm.
And it makes a big difference. Yeah. The awards that you can win from that can skyrocket the film itself. Yes.
Yeah,
So,
you're right. Exactly. Exactly.
so out of being a director, producer, actress, model, and entrepreneur, which one of those things do you enjoy the most?
Now that is a really tough question because
Uh,
to me that's a very tough question because everything has its own lane. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't be doing it, right? So it's one of those things where it's like if I really, really, really had to pick, I would say the top my top would be my acting, obviously. One, because I've been doing it for the longest, but two, because it allows me to be able to play a role or a character that can impact the viewer or send a message because I'm very specific with the roles that I pick. I don't just say yes to everything. And I do that on purpose because one, I believe in quality, the quality of your work, not the quantity. Also the quality in itself. What is the message of the film? What is the actor or this role that I'm playing? What are they trying to project? And so I look at a lot of those things. I'm very picky when it comes to my roles. And so I would say acting would definitely be the number one, but then again, I appreciate everything that I do simply because it allows me the opportunity to segue into different aspects of not only businesses and being a director, etc. I can get my more experience in those. And again, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't be doing those things. So yeah.
so your answer
My
is
acting. I would say acting.
acting, acting. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. What Toya, why did you decide to get in this industry? Hold on, I need to dissect this because what made you and why did you decide to get into acting and modeling?
Well, I was I was in so so
So that's why everywhere we go, you like this everywhere. I mean, it's like it's damn near ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I mean, is that why? Is that why you're addicted to that? That
no,
is that.
I'm not addicted. I'm not addicted to
Well,
it,
yeah, yes,
but
you
I
should
enjoy
say.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, and then that because you like that so much, It was so you like that so much. Okay, what made you venture off into the business side of being a massage therapist and an esthetician?
So actually, these services actually brought me to a different space in my life. So it gave me a healing effect. It gave me confidence. It helped me heal my body in ways where I need it. So I kind of wanted to give that off to others, have others feel that same feeling, to be able to get past some of the things that I've been through in life and just be able to enjoy those experiences.
I noticed that about you. You love helping people. That is one of your biggest desires, to help people. I've been noticing that about you. Same question to you, Yesse. Why? Why did you decide, and what made you decide to get in this industry?
Well, you know, I was young, being starting my career at an early age. There was an opportunity to be a part of a local broadcasting station, similar to PBS, public broadcasting station, and they were doing a show there called similar to Sesame Street. So my mother put me on it, and after that, I really enjoyed it. It was an opportunity to interact with other fellow young actors, learning more about the industry, being off the streets because, you know, soon thereafter I was a teenager. And so a lot of the teenagers that I grew up with were focused on other things. And so I wanted to make sure that I was determined and focused on a positive aspect of what it was, which was acting and modeling and learning the ins and outs of the industry. And so that's why at age 14, I was a part of what's called Strive Media Institute, which was a nonprofit organization that helped at-risk youth, because I grew up in the city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And so with that, I was able to learn broadcast journalism, filmography, directing, editing, etc. And at age 17, I was able to travel to Sao Paulo, Brazil, where I was able to do a documentary on child poverty and homelessness. And so from there, it just kept, you know, growing and growing, and I became more of a film and commercial and theater actor. But that's, in essence, in a nutshell, how I started and why I started.
Okay, now this is a two-part question for you, Yesse.
Yeah.
You what made you decide to do this contact lens design venture? What made you decide to venture into that field?
For the divine eyes,
What the
the
divine eyes?
business.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually it was my honey Ra. He gave me a great idea. Yeah, he gave me a great idea. He was like, well, why don't you consider changing up your look? And I'm like, okay. And so he and I were talking, and we agreed that, you know, being in this industry, it's really good to be versatile and to be different, not always look the same, especially being an actor, right? You want to change it up a bit, or even a model.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was actually the one who gave me the idea. From there, it ventured off into a business. And so that's how Divine Eyes, in essence, came. Is not only for an actor or model, but even for everyday person. It helps them, one, change up your look, keep it sassy. If you want to look a certain way today, hey, that's you. Whatever makes you feel good, because it's all about self-love, right? And if you, it's that old saying, if you don't love yourself, how do you expect others to love you, regardless of how it is, you know? So it gave us an opportunity to be able to provide that to others. And the eyes are the window to the soul. So, hey, however you want to look today, if you want the gray eyes or the blue eyes or the green eyes, we have it. Divine Eyes, colored contacts.
That makes a lot of sense, because I mean, the color of your eyes can change your whole look. I mean, I consider myself a chameleonaire, because I can change my look at any time. And I don't use, I haven't worn any color contacts, but for some reason the color of my eyes change on its own. I don't know what that's about, but it does. I don't know if it got anything to do with age or whatever, but it's been like that sort of all my life. Sometimes they're gray, sometimes they're green, sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're yellow. I don't know what that's about, but Even the way I wear my hair to the clothes I wear, it's just weird. Okay. Toya, what has been your favorite role so far in the movies that you played in? What out of the movies that you've played and so far, which one has been your favorite role?
So I'm gonna say two, because Sean Starks was one that I did love. It was a gangster role, so I enjoyed that. I did, and then the other was a role I did with Michael Bowie. Um, so Sean Starks was 20 Bands, and Michael Bowie was Kiss the Sky, which I played a mother of a daughter with superpowers, which was really nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, you
the two
played
was
that.
pretty cool.
Yeah, you did. You played both. You was great in both of them. You really was. You was against the police and 20 bands.
Right.
You got your tail shot too behind that one there, but yeah. But you won and Kiss the Sky though. What was your favorite role Yesse?
That's tough because, like I mentioned
Uh-huh.
earlier, I believe in equality, and so I'm very specific with my roles. If I read a script and it doesn't call my attention, or even the synopsis, like when they're doing a casting call and they say looking for blah 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 blah, if it doesn't capture me, more than likely I'm going to say no. So I would say, to answer that question, every role I've done, I enjoyed because it was picked specifically with me strategically thinking about that character. Yes, I'm a very analytical and deep thinker, so I do think about a lot of things. And so with that being said, every role is impactful in itself, regardless of what film or production it came in.
But that wasn't the question though. I didn't say which one was most impactful. I said which one was your favorite.
All of them. All of them.
All of them.
All of
You're,
them.
you're a slickster. Okay. You're a
Hey, what
slickster.
do you mean?
You're a
What do you
slickster.
mean?
So I know why, because you know you got Nelson watching, you got Deja watching, you got Michelle watching.
But not only
I'm with
it's
you
not
though.
only that it's not
No, I
only
get
that,
you.
Fitz. It's like, if, like I said, being an actor is like when you, those who work in corporate America, if you don't like your job, why are you doing it? You know? And so
Affirmative.
it's one of those
Correct.
things where it's like
Correct. Correct.
when you're asked for a role and you understand or learn about the role, you can decide whether to turn it down or to take it. And I'm one of those that I believe in equality of the role.
So
So
it's safe to say that you haven't taken a role that you regretted taking.
recently, getting older and wiser, no. Maybe when I was younger, yes. But like an old saying, with age comes wisdom. And so it's one of those you live and you learn type of situation.
Right. Okay. Okay. I was getting ready to. One of the questions was, what are some of the big leagues that you have worked with in the industry? But we already covered that one. Right now, who is your favorite actress, actor, and director? Start with you, Toya. Who is your favorite actress
Actress
of all time? Yes.
of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, I mean, I don't watch too many movies,
Right.
but right now it's gonna be Yesse Rodriguez.
All right. Who's your favorite actor?
Actor?
You better say
Kevin
me.
Hart.
Who? Who?
Fish you.
Oh no no
Thank
no no
you.
no no. Who no no? Who's your favorite actor? Who's your favorite actor for real though?
I'm gonna say, I mean, I like funny actors, so I like Kevin Hart. I like Chris Tucker. Um, just a few, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Yesse?
Jeez, Fitz, these are some tough questions because um I would say from a good quality standpoint that's already established, Meryl Streep.
Wow. Yes. Yeah, she
Uh,
is multidimensional, yes.
yes, definitely. For a male actor, I really appreciate Robert De Niro.
Oh yeah. Affirmative. All right. Now what about director? This is for you, Yesse.
Ooh. Director, I would say ooh, that one's tough because I've worked with a lot of great directors. You know, I really appreciate the way that Ra One directs and produces his productions.
He does come off the dome, doesn't he? He
He
comes
does.
right
So
off the
that
dome.
would that would be my top is Ra One. So shout out to my honey Ra One. You're doing a
Yeah, he
great
does.
job. You're killing it out here.
Yeah, he does come off the dome. He does. I agree with you 100% about that one. Yeah, now me, my favorite my favorite actor is Chris Tucker.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite actress is my favorite actress I would say is Angela Bassett. Um my favorite director is of course Martin Scorsese. And that's that. Right now, if you had an opportunity to work with this person, who would you like to work with the most right now in the industry? Actor, actress, director, producer, right now. Your next Wakanda, yeah, I could see you. You got the body for it. I could see you being a warrior. Yeah, a female warrior. I see you being the next woman king. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
I
got that
agree.
demeanor. You got that mean ass demeanor too. Yeah, people don't know that side of you. Yeah, yeah. To everybody
That
else,
is
yes,
so
yes,
funny.
yeah. What about you, Yesse?
Ooh, I would say and not because I'm being biased, but I really like Jennifer Lopez since I was a young girl. That was, I like her music, I like her acting abilities, and she has her own production company, New Eurekan Productions, and so she's very, she has different types of roles she plays, and so I
That's
think it'll
before.
be great.
That's before the corny movies, right? That's before the corny ones, right?
And everybody knows who Jennifer Lopez is, J-Lo,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
hey.
yeah, yeah. She gonna make a movie about her going to the bathroom and it'll be okay. Yeah, yeah. How total honesty on this question? How did the very first time you was before a camera work out? I'm gonna let you marinate, Toya. Go ahead, Yesse. Yesse, how did
Can you repeat that?
the very first time you was in front of a camera, how did that work out for you? How did that go?
I mean, I was 11 years old and I was with other kids and I was just being myself. So we had a blast.
Okay,
So
that's
I
the
enjoyed it.
modeling, right? That's the modeling, right?
No, that was for the acting. Remember, I mentioned earlier that I started my acting
Oh, okay,
career
okay.
at a local public broadcasting station. So yeah, um, so I enjoyed it. I mean, I was young, I was a kid. I was just going with the vibe. There was just cameras around, so I was like, okay, cool, this is me.
Okay, let me rephrase that then. How did the very first time before a major camera, how did that go for you?
A major well, hmm.
And
And what?
I mean, I said, and I mean, was there any
I thought he was gonna say
nervousness?
something else.
Good. Any what you call it? Butterflies.
See, I mean, I this was so I can't remember if it's. I mean, this is a tough question because I mean, ooh, I can't remember what I had to eat 2 weeks ago. So, you know.
Wow, that's dope. That's very
So,
interesting. Though.
I
That
mean,
means
I
you're
can speak
very
on my experience now, now because I am a trained actor and I've been in front of a camera, worked with a lot of people, and I still continue to teach myself and learn, etc. It's one of those things where you learn the role, you make sure you know your lines, and you're always professional. Don't act out, and everything's going to go smooth sailing. I always pray before I go on set. I ask God to use me as a vessel to deliver the message that my role is projected or slated to deliver, and that's it. I just leave it in God's hands.
Bingo. Great answer. Toya, do you remember the first time that you were in front of a camera? Okay. How did it go the very first time you walked the runway?
Ever?
Ever, 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 ever,
I mean,
ever.
it was kind of exciting, and at the same time, I was nervous. Um, I guess nervous from just thinking about the worst, and then excited. Just couldn't believe it was happening. So yeah, I guess dealing with both.
Okay, now you remember Vibe Out? You
Yeah,
remember Raw One Chain Collective Vibe Out?
the first one.
That was your first time in front of a camera for a video, right?
A music video. Yes.
Right. All right. How did you feel about that one? Tell the
Only
truth.
only
I
because
will expose.
I didn't have like a script or anything to go by. It was a little nerve wracking because I was like, okay, in the club, and normally still in the club, I was just like, fall back, find my corner, get there.
Yeah,
So,
you're right. You're right. You did like loosen up at the remix when we did that Jonathan's and at the parking deck.
yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, but the first one you was like really tense and everything, but it didn't show though. You did a great job though. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, you did really good. I was very proud of you. That was like your first time. Well, you said it was your first time. It didn't seem like it. But okay, now can you give me every film? No, you already did that. You can't remember every film. Can you remember every film that you've been in, Yesse? You can't, right?
No,
Meaning, I
no.
tried to think. I tried to think about that the other day because I'm in the process of adding to my IMDb Pro account, uh,
Mm-hmm.
so I can get my points down some, my star meter down some, and also to just to be proficient with it. And it's like I don't know if it has anything to do with my age or anything, but it's like, am I remembering everything? But it's sort of like a good thing, though.
Well,
That means that
let
I'm
me
staying.
share a token with you.
Yeah,
The IMDb is not necessarily about the quality or the quantity of work you have. It's about the traffic that goes to your page. So you could
right,
have two films there, but if you have a bunch of people going, that star meter is going to go down. So a
right.
lot of people don't get too caught up with what you have on IMDb. I mean, yeah, it's important, but what really matters is the amount of traffic. Who's going out to see you? How many times? That's how that star meter is going to decrease. So just a heads up about that. Because a lot of people get
Oh,
caught up with IMDb. Like I mentioned before, IMDb is good, but it's not the end all be all. There's other factors that can establish you as a good, actor with quality.
see, because I have a lot of stuff that's not on there, you
Okay,
know, and I
and that's and
I'm
that's
getting ready
fine.
to get
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to get Michael to go ahead and insert them and put them on there. But like you said though, see, I learn something every day. So you said activity, it's the
Right.
activity of who's looking at. Okay, that's
Exactly. And
very
the way I learned that is when I did Jodi Arias, an American Murder Mystery. That obviously was worldwide, and my star meter went really close to one. Like I was really blessed because obviously the goal is to get at one, but I was down in that number because that Jodi Arias was premiered all over the place. That mini series at the Investigation Discovery, and so yeah, that's how I learned that.
And then to this, and then I got to thinking that if you can remember everything that you've done, you really ain't doing shit. You know?
Well, well.
I got to thinking about that. I'm like, well, you ain't really doing that if you can remember everything you've done, you know? All right. So, when can you remember what was the best photo shoot you ever done? Yesse?
It ties in with that question, Fitz. I've done so many that it's just hard to remember and keep up. I would say from a recent standpoint, um, I've done so many. Oh gosh, I can't really answer that question. I'm sorry, Fitz. I apologize. Toya, maybe you have a different answer. Can you remember? Which one do
Yeah,
you
can you
like out of
remember
all
the
of them?
best photo shoot you ever done, Toya?
The best. I can tell you one that sticks out that I enjoyed, which Jeanette hosted, and the swimsuit. I enjoyed that photo shoot just because I had worked with different photographers and a lot of shots came out nice.
Yeah, I remember that one she did with the cat suit and Corvettes. That was a dope photo shoot.
That's a good example. That's a really
I
good
remember
example.
the one that I had, the one that I directed was the Shiro, Super Shiro photo shoot. That was a dope photo shoot. That was a really
Hmm.
nice photo shoot with all the women dressed up like Marvel and DC comic characters. It's been a lot. You come up with some nice themes and everything. And
Yeah.
now one of the best photo shoots that I was in was the one that you and Toya had over there at the actors
Mm.
studio over there off of Capitol Boulevard
Hmm.
when you made that
Back to
little
one.
clip of me and I did the Team Collective in the Fashion Speaks Wear. That
Yep.
was dope, and y'all did that clip with me with Michael Harper and all that. That was I really enjoyed that one right there. That's one of my favorite clips
Awesome.
of all time. Yeah,
Nice.
so I really enjoyed that
That's
that
awesome.
photo
Thank you.
shoot. Yeah,
Yes.
we have some roots together. Yeah,
Oh, yes, we do. And there's more to come. Toya and I
yeah, I
have some
know it
good
is.
things up
Yeah,
our
we
sleeve.
got some
Oh,
stuff coming.
yes. Oh,
All right, matter of
yes.
fact, tell me about your upcoming events.
Yeah.
What upcoming events do y'all have? Like I don't know.
From a personal standpoint, like what we're working on personally or together?
Let's do the personal because that one that y'all doing together is off the Richter. So let's
Okay.
do the
Okay.
personal one first.
Toya, you want to go ahead and start?
So you
Uh,
go first.
so I have my own place where I'm doing skincare and massage services. So I am building packages basically where I'm servicing different needs in one session. And I have a few projects that I have going on as far as just networking with different people that's also creating fashion shows and more filming to come. Yes.
Okay, so you're doing the massage therapy and the esthetician, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's like your personal uh services that you provide on a daily
Correct.
basis. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Yesse.
Yeah. So, personally, well, currently I'm traveling with the Garrett Davis production. Unforgettable Tour is a theater production. We're traveling nationwide, and that's about Alzheimer's awareness. So we have our sponsor, Alzheimer's Society, and that's pretty much telling a story about a family who is impacted by Alzheimer's and just bringing awareness to our people so that they can understand the importance of getting tested for Alzheimer's and just making sure you're aware of some of the signs. And so actually I was on tour last week. I was in Dallas and Houston, and last month I was in LA, and we have a bunch of other cities coming up throughout the year. So that's one of the first things I have that are major, along with working with my own writing and directing productions this year and next year. My businesses that I have with myself and my significant other, we have our businesses going, working together on those things. Let's see what else. Yeah, just a bunch of great things coming up. Yeah, that I can think of, and I still have more filming projects with other directors and producers coming up as well. So I would say for those who want to know more, just follow me on my social media pages and see what I'm up to.
Yeah.
You're right about that. And what I want to say is I am so looking forward to this one specific project that is coming up March 4th. And it is the commercial that you winners are shooting. And it's for the fashion show. What's the date of the fashion show?
August 29th.
It's going to be in August. Yep.
It's going to be in August, right?
29th.
But you are casting now the models for the commercial about that fashion show, okay?
Right.
How can the models be a part of this commercial for the fashion show? How can they be a part of this and get in contact with you and to register, submit to cast for this commercial? Yesse?
Well, the good thing is that I would say was it about 3-4 weeks ago, close to a month, we put out the flyer for the casting. And so for the most part, Toy and I agree that we have most of the models we need, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't submit. So if you're an interested model, we're going to definitely need you for upcoming events that we have, especially for the fashion show taking place on August 29th, like Toya mentioned earlier. The only concern that I have is this, and this is me talking to whomever is watching this from a professional standpoint, because I want everyone to succeed. Pay attention to the details, because what Toya and I noticed is that a lot of people that submitted did not submit proper comp cards or headshots or full body shots. When you're a model and you want to get to that point, there's a certain look that a comp card should have, which is a headshot, a mid-body shot, and a full body shot, along with your measurements. And Toya and I were not getting that at all. And so it made it very difficult for us to really do the process of elimination, or I should say picking. And then we did a lot of process of elimination because you or whomever submitted did not pay attention to the details, which tells us, how are you going to pay attention to the details if the actual model call wasn't paid attention to, right? So again, this is me just spreading friendly words to whomever wants to continue to pursue a serious career in modeling. Toya, do you have anything additional that you want to share that I may have missed?
No. So the fashion show, for me, it's going to be the first, where we come together and we create the whole, image of everything. I'm excited about it. I'm ready to, work with, ladies in the area, and I'm ready to bring something different. So I'm excited about it.
Oh yeah, I agree, Toya. It's gonna be different. And Fitz, don't ask why is it gonna be different, because that's the thing. We can't say too much. If you want to know what the difference is, you gotta go and attend the show and figure it out yourself. Yeah. I mean, that's how confident we are in what we're doing in our project in this, because it's not only a fashion show, it's a fashion pop-up. This is going to give the opportunity to really spotlight not only the models, the designers, the boutiques, but the vendors. And then all of us coming together to really work and spread more awareness on each other's brand. That's, I would say in a nutshell, that's what makes us different.
Yeah.
You knocked out question 19, Yesse.
I read your mind. I read your mind.
No, that's okay. But yeah, I am super excited and proud to be part of this endeavor too. As as the promoter, one of the promoters for this.
Hmm.
And I am very proud of you guys, and I am very meticulous. Toya can tell you that. Yes, he can tell you that. And I just don't jump on board with anything. And I have faith in you guys, and I love you winners for life. And I'm proud to be associated with it. And I know it's going to be a stone gas, and we're going to have a blast for real.
Yeah.
Oh yes. And
I
thank you so
want,
much, Fitz, for showing us that love and support. We appreciate you for that. You're
Definitely.
awesome, and all those that are supporting us as well.
hey,
Right.
every day, every day, every day. Um, I do have a question for you before I give you guys the opportunity to tell how everybody can get in contact with you on all your social media and to reveal your websites. Um, I got a question for you. How hard is it for you guys to juggle your family life, your personal life, along with this industry life? I'll start with you, Yesse.
It's that old saying that it takes a village. And so if you as a person think negative, then negativity is going to happen. I am more of the optimistic person. So I think everything's going to work out. I have the right people in my corner that God has blessed me with. And so it's it I'm not saying that it's easy, but it's not undoable. It can be done with the right people in your corner, just understanding that you have someone's back and vice versa. So juggling everything, it's possible, and it's not difficult at all.
And you know what I want to add to that too is that you know how everybody consider their posse or their circle a family just for the sake of saying family. You know, we truly are family. Scene Collective, Wonderful and Fantastic, Fashion Speaks, we truly are family. When Ra has something going on, Yesse has something going on, Toya has something going on, we get together and we work it out with the timing, you know,
Right.
so
Right.
that so that little RJ, little Prince, uh, Lovely, Lil Rain, Jeremiah, Isaiah, and all of us, we all mesh. You know what I'm
Elijah.
saying? I mean Elijah. You know, they taken care of. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So it's
Exactly.
really not hard.
No.
It's really
Communication.
not hard. What about you? Is it really hard for you, Latoya?
I would go with Yessie 100%. Like what she said is 100. Like the resources, the people matter, you know, and the juggle is not bad. You know, it has its goods, and you know, of course, it has things that you have to learn from and kind of twerk a little bit and change it up. But you know, being positive and open about situations, you know, just being able to walk through them and believing in, you know, the Lord or whatever, and, you know, just making it happen. It's possible.
And you know what? It's just like not only do we have each other's social media, we got each other's telephone number. You know what I'm saying? We could call each other at any given time. With that being said, we got 7 minutes and 42 seconds left. Okay. Um, let's let's run those websites so everybody can see what's going on with you guys. And then after that, I want y'all to let everybody know how they can get in contact with you. Okay. All right. And as we can see, they're
Who do you want
running
to go
across.
first?
Yeah, they're running across the bottom of the bottom of this page. Yes, Yesse, go ahead.
Oh
And
yeah,
how
they
can
are.
everybody get in contact with you?
All right. Yeah. So first, I want to say thank you again, Sergio, for having me on, and for all the viewers for tuning in. We really appreciate your support. My website, YesseRodriguez.com, Instagram, YesseRod1, Facebook, Yesse Rodriguez Official. Or if you don't want to remember all that, because I know it threw a lot at you, just go to Google. You know, luckily I'm Googleable. So just type in Yesse, Yesse, space Rodriguez. And then everything under Yesse Rodriguez will pull up for you. And voila, that makes your life easier. So you have options, right? But I want to say thank you for your support, for following my career, for following my growth. And yeah, stay tuned. I have projects coming up. a lot of productions coming up as well. And for those who want to work, as long as you're serious, I'm willing to work with you. So let's work.
Miss Latoya, Lorraine Manning.
So I'm able to be found directly on the website, www.fashionspeaksboutique.com. You will find like clothing items there. Also, my skincare and massage services are there. So to basically show you everything I offer. And I also like customized body treatments as well. So if you want to reach out with any questions about anything you may see or hear about, and you just want a local person to talk to about it, you can reach out to me through my website. And there's a contact number that you can also call and get in contact.
Okay, now for those that do have comp cards and do know how to follow rules, is casting closed for the commercial?
Say it again.
Is casting closed? I would say, well, Latoya and I are meeting. We're meeting this week, and so we're gonna talk. And from what we have, we'll know for sure, you know. But again, for those who want to still submit, that even if you're not chosen for the social media promo campaign, we have more things coming up, as well as the fashion show. So still submit your information, because we want to consider you for a fashion show. We want to work with you.
Okay,
but
now
again,
where do they submit their information at?
Yeah, so they go, it's the email address, thecollectiontalent@gmail.com.
thecollectiontalent@gmail.com.
Right. And so from there, that's how the information is coming in. And a little background on the Collection Talent, that's actually my talent management agency that I have. I don't promote it too much because, again, I'm very specific about people I work with. Because in the past, I've heard people say, yes, I want to work. I get you bookings where you're paid, and then the day of the booking comes and you're not showing up, and I can't, I'm sorry. You know, I'm in a certain level of the industry where I need serious people that are hungry, that are willing to travel wherever, you know, and so that's why I really don't promote it too much, because I'm very specific about the people I work with, because I want to make sure that they're as hungry as I am. So, but yes, that is my talent management agency that I have, thecollectiontalent@gmail.com. So please go ahead and submit their comp card. And if you're not sure what a comp card is, good old Google will give you some examples.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure and a joy having you winners on the Winners Podcast. And I look forward to
that I'm still alive. I gotta thank
our
God, cause I was
endeavors
outside
together.
and bullets was flying
And I'll
and I
see
ain't
you
get
guys
hit. No,
sharp.
that's how I know that I'm winning.
12 o'clock,
Winning.
March 4th, at our designated area. And we're going to get it done. Peace, love, and hair grease.
Thank you.
Later.
Bye.
Later.
Winning. I'm from the trenches, I'm living, I'm winning. I wake up and go and get it, I'm winning. I'm trying to double my digits, I'm winning. I put